So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, check 26. You got 4. You got 4. Kill.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
47's the mic. 47.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
11, 11. 11, 11. White.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
319. Over.
On play action, Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught. Lockett. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
Box it. Got 3 down. Check three. Blue 58 to on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hey, let's go. Come on. Zoom. Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go with Jones. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. Now Jones. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there. Check the backer.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Get 300.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end result. Usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? You just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
11.
Garoppolo now, rumbling past the 30. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And
in trouble, and he's taken down. Preston Smith in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Hey, 4 down.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go. 58. 4 down. Check. 4 down. 4 down.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
88. 4 down. 319.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Black 80! Yes!
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Everyone's got 180! 180! 6! 11. Yes!
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Jordan Berry now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 319!
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 30. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
Rio going. Jumbo!
Rodgers going to throw. Touchdown, Packers! In for the score. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Crosby connects on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
21.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub-package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Mike Daniels in there to sack him for a loss of 6. This is 3rd and goal, still looking for the first points of the game.
Alert, alert.
Now Garoppolo. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Mike Daniels in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And McManus able to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Rodgers off the bootleg. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for check downs or dump offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line.
4 down. Check. No. Green 18.
Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Congratulations to the person seated in section 44, row 9, seat 13. You are the winner of an all-day.
Hey, check 26.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. Rodgers now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
We got 4.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
That's fine. Yeah. Hey. 4 down. 87's mom. Don't worry about that.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Mike, check, 59.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And not only he did. He dropped it. He dropped it in the end zone.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Here's Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on fourth and goal. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
And sometimes pride wins, doesn't it? Because, yes, they're getting steamrolled here right now. They're down big, and they're going to try a fake field goal against them. Yeah, I'm not supposed to root, but good for them for stopping that one and showing that they haven't given up on this game.
Yeah, I just can't believe, though, that they tried the fake with this wide of a margin up that big. But like you said, kudos to the D.
Yeah, if the blood wasn't bad before,
it is now. It
might have started that way now.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw is Garoppolo. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And it pops free. The collision there jarred. The ball loose and brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. It's fielded at the 45. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Randall Cobb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. Got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Rodgers throwing here. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Rodgers now looking to throw on 2nd down. Going up top. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And from their own end zone, it's a fake going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Packers, the win form is number 6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, I was by the stove. Big inside this case is once do me dirty, I'm a